What's up, guys? How you doing? Today I want to go over a new build, Mathews TRX 34. I want to go over the build with you, run over some specs and why I chose to build this bow. So on off season here, since it's not hunt deer season, I decided I wanted to focus on the fundamentals of shooting. We're also focusing on going to TAC in Utah in July. So I set my hunting bow up, my V3, essentially as like a crossover style bow. I put the poundage down to like 59 pounds, 58 pounds, target style arrow, and was shooting that for a little while. I didn't like the fact that I didn't have a bow set up, just because if there was a miracle I can get out of work and go do a hog hunt or a turkey hunt in Georgia, that I didn't have a bow set up and I would have to scramble to change the bow around, and I didn't like that. So I didn't want to go to a full-blown target style bow. I wanted something that was in the middle, more of a crossover bow. So the TRX 34 kind of fit the bill. So now finding one was a big problem. Is, you know, anybody knows trying to get a bow right now, or anything for that fact, anything that's manufactured is hard to get. I mean, the economy has been scarred drastically over the past year with this pandemic. So that's a whole nother conversation. So I called probably 30 different dealers over the U.S. I found a couple, you know, out of state, and I had some good friends that were willing to go get the bow for me and ship it to me. And you know who you guys are. I appreciate you for doing that for me. But, you know, I was just like, man, this is a mission. Let me just not do it. I'm just going to forget about it. Well, like a day later, someone messaged me on social media, and they see one of my ads, and they said, hey, I heard you're looking for a TRX 34, and I have one for you, and here we go. The bow was next to brand new. It was out of spec when I got it for whatever reason, I'm not sure. I didn't ask the guy, but I went ahead and brought it up to spec and got her shooting great. So let me go over the bow a little bit with you. It's a 34 inches axle to axle. Okay, it has got a 6.5 inch brace height, so it's pretty forgiving bow. It's still small enough to hunt with if you wanted to. They actually, Mathews did put quiver holes in there if you want to mount a quiver to the riser that they make. Obviously, if you have a hunting style sight, you can mount a quiver on that bracket as well usually. So it's kind of in the middle. I feel like this bow would have been really good on the market for those guys that want to shoot a longer axle to axle, if they had made like a V34, you know, instead of making a TRX 34, because it brings it into that target price range where the bow retails for about $1,800. And if you were going to go full target, you'd probably be better off with shooting a 38 or a 40 or maybe a 36 if you're a smaller person. So I feel that they should make a hunting bow this size. Again, running 60-pound limbs, 28-inch draw, 80% let off. Now going from a standard flagship hunting bow like the V3 with the 85% let off and a huge valley in the cam, and shooting this is super demanding, keeps you honest, and you got to stay a lot harder on the back wall as you pull through the shot, otherwise it will creep away from you. Now I want to try the 75% mods, just for the hell of it, to see what they feel like. I've heard it's kind of best of both worlds. It's super accurate, or consistent, I should say, and doesn't give you the false impression that you have a valley, really, to be honest with you, and that's the issue that this has. But I've shot it a couple times outdoors and did some blank bailing with it. I'm getting used to it. So accessories and things I mount on the bow, I am running the Specialty Archery PXS Peep with a 1/8 inch insert. This will allow you to put clarifiers, magnifiers in there. I don't have anything in the bow in the peak sight right now. I am running the Shibuya Optima sight. Okay, this thing is a machine, just a work of art. The UltraView V3 or UV3 scope with the hunting cartridge in it for now. I do have a magnified lens I can put in there. I just haven't been running that. Archer's Advantage. Went on there and printed out a site tape, put all my data in there, printed it out instead of using just their plates that they give you and finding one that semi-works. I actually taped this onto the plate and screwed it in there, so it's very clean. Hamskea Trinity Target Rest. Okay, I got their little mount down here as well for the Mathews. That makes it super clean to tie the cord off as opposed to tying it to the limb. Stabilizers, the Shrewd Rev X 22 in the front and a 12 in the back with the Atlas V-bar mount. Lots of adjustment there. Back bar has got 13 1/3 ounces on it. The front is 6 1/3 ounces on it. I will be playing with the weight as I go. I'm stacking the weight a little bit at a time so it isn't overwhelming, and I want to see what the benefits are of that. Okay. As far as what I'm shooting, I'm using the VAP target. These are the gamers. I'm running the drivers from TAC, 2 1/4 inch, 3 fletch, 400 spine, 100 grain tip. This arrow is 329 grains, and it is moving at a whopping 292 out of the target bow. And that's with a 28 inch draw. I don't have a super long draw, so it's super fast. I was on the verge of going with 340s, but I went ahead and shot the 400s. I had the 340s fletched up. I can run them if I want. If I remember correctly, they were right around 278 or 280s what they shot out of the bow. But I wanted something to stretch out for TAC. In Utah, that's basically the platform I built this for. I may shoot some tournaments here and there if I get some time. I'm not really worried about it, but TAC is what we're focusing on. My fundamentals in shooting. This bow is super forgiving. It shoots great, and I can't wait to push the yardage on it. I've shot it out to 80 or 88 yards at this point, but I haven't shot it out to 100 plus yet, which I'm going to need to practice on. But right now I'm actually just focusing just the fundamentals. I've been doing a lot of shooting at 20, get really good at 20, learn the bow, pull through the shot, learn the cam system. I'm running the Too Smooth again with this platform and setup. My favorite hinge release to date. I've tried a handful of them and I still go back to this Too Smooth, man. And it's named a Too Smooth for a reason. So that's kind of a breakdown of what I've got going on here. I had a few people asking about it. This is a totally new setup for me. I've never shot anything like this, and man, it shoots nice. I can't imagine what a TRX 38 or 40 shoots like. It's gotta be amazing. But I don't need a bow like that, not right now. If I ever get serious into shooting competitively, then I'll do so. But just life doesn't allow me to do something like that, not at the moment. So I've got my hunting bow set back up. It's sitting over here. I'll spend some time with that here pretty soon. But I'll go over that build with you again, and also I've got a Traverse showing up today. That's a whole nother deal. So listen guys, any comments or any questions, just comment below, DM me. I'll be happy to help you out or answer other questions. Man, I appreciate you guys. We've got t-shirts. Let me know if you want one. Take care, have a good day.